Okay, hello. I'm Teacher Oakley. Welcome to Verbling. I'm having slight technical problems. I didn't think I was live, but I am, so hello. Okay, in this class, we're actually kind of continuing my last class here on Verbling, where we were looking at idioms related to changes. In this class, we're going to continue with our theme of changes, and we are going to practice our English conversational skills talking about changes, which is great because we can practice our comparison and contrast, as well as talk about the past compared to the present compared to the future as well. Okay, so lots of conversation skills involved, and I will just facilitate open-ended discussion, and I'll give you feedback as to your pronunciation or sentence construction, grammar, or even vocabulary suggestions after I let you talk a little bit. There, my Verbling test, which I wrote up there 5 minutes ago, just came up in the test window. Okay, speaking of changes, I hope this changes really soon. Okay. In any case, let me start off by welcoming students, do a little microphone check. Hey, Rebecca, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm okay. It's good to see you again. How have you been?
Thank you. It's nice to see you again.
Thank you very much. All right, we'll chat in a bit. Hello, David.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm really fine. Yes, I'm
Okay.
in my job break.
Okay. You sound like a familiar David. Are you David I've met before? And you changed the picture of your Google? Have we met?
Maybe. Yes, I took some of your classes. I think
Okay.
a year ago or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my God, and I still remember your name. One thing that's changed about me compared to the past, I seem to be losing my memory.
Okay.
So, hey, it's a miracle. It's
Important change. Yeah.
something that has not changed. I've actually remembered you, and that's terrific.
Okay.
Okay. Well, great. Good to see you again. And
Thank you.
Estella has joined us. Hello,
Hi.
Estella. Hi.
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always good. Okay, Estella, welcome to the class. Where are you from, Estella?
I'm from Spain.
Okay, wonderful. Great. Nice to have you with us today. Okay. Let's talk about changes, and I'll introduce different topics. Changes in your personal, economics, whatever. Rebecca, what has changed? And be kind to yourself here. All right. What has changed about your personal opinion, your personal appearance over the years? How have you changed physically?
Me?
Yeah, be generous too.
Well, to be honest, I didn't change a lot physically because I tried to keep, my same side as when I was 20, So, well, my face had changed some, I don't know the word, I don't know how to express it, but my body is almost the same. So, well, that is talking about my physical. Can I say that?
Yes, and you should.
My
That's appropriate.
personality changed a lot, you know. I'm not the same person as I was when when I was 20, you know. I'm much,
Mhm.
much, much more confident and much, well, uh, I say confident, yeah.
Okay. Okay. One thing when we're talking about changes and we're talking about past tense and now,
Yeah.
it's very common to use a perfect tense, present perfect. Okay. So
Present
you said,
perfect too. Yeah.
yeah, because you said I didn't change, but it'd be probably better for you to say I haven't changed much at all.
Okay.
I have negative have. We use have or has with present perfect and then not, and then the past participle of the verb changed. I have not changed, hardly at all. Okay,
Okay.
that's great. Um, also, I just want to note something I liked that you did to add emphasis, and I think sometimes language learners don't understand this is perfectly okay, perfectly acceptable. I don't hear language learners hardly ever do they do this. You said I'm much, 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 much more confident. Okay,
Yeah.
great. This using much, 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 repeating to add emphasis is perfectly acceptable in English. Of course, you don't want to do that every sentence, but if you really want to add emphasis, especially to an adjective, it's perfectly acceptable to
Okay.
do that. Or very, very, very tired, something like that. An adverb. I'm really, really, really hungry. Okay, this is
Uh-huh.
perfectly acceptable in English. So, a nice job. I enjoyed that. Okay. Okay. Quick shout out to Ileana who's joined us. Hi.
Yes. Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing?
Okay.
Okay. We're having a conversation class about changes. David,
Yes.
Rebecca mentioned changes in her personality. What do you think the biggest change in your personality has been since when you were very young, since you were young, teenager, or whatever?
From my point of view, the turning point was when I became or when I had my first son. You
Ah,
when you become a father, it's a real change in your life because you gain more responsibility and your vision about things is quite different. And on what else? I think when you uh, sorry, uh,
okay.
you
Take
as
your time.
well you change your point of view about too many different things, such as politics, for example. It's far different in comparison with when I was young.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I think, or I remember quite well when I was young. I I used to think very very different about different things
Really?
or habits as well. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. I love your phrase. The turning point was when. This is great. Okay, talking about changes in our lives. Okay,
Okay.
a major turning point in my life was when, or the big turning point was when. This is a great phrase, very useful to explain a pivotal event in your life. Having kids, I can relate to that totally. Okay. You also mentioned that you have changed your point of view to many things. Really, it should be change your point of view toward many things. Toward is the common phrase. Your point of view towards something has changed.
Okay,
Toward,
thank you.
Okay, here's a weird thing in English. Sometimes we say toward, and sometimes we say towards with an S.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why.
Okay.
Okay, I really don't know why, and there's no grammar rule involved. You can say it either way that you feel like saying it, I guess. But all right, your point of view towards something has changed. You mentioned politics. My point of view towards politics has really not changed at all, other than being slightly less ideological, but still pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Unlike Rebecca, though, my body shape has changed dramatically, but I don't really want to talk about it.
Why not?
I see.
Don't make me stand up, Rebecca.
Don't worry.
I used to be thin as a rail. I used to be really skinny. I mean, all my life until about 5 years ago. I was thin but stringy, muscles, no body fat, really, and quite athletic, really, like a swimmer. But yeah, not so much. Not so much
but
anymore.
I promise. Yeah, I'm the same. I am the same size. I promise. Because I work out hard every day. I promise.
I do not. I spend all my time in front of this computer talking to you guys, and I get no exercise.
You need to find some free time for yourself. Even 30 minutes is enough.
I know. I had one of my students, actually, I think here in Verbling, was mentioning doing like exercises while they're on the computer. Like they have a computer that's set up with a stationary bicycle, so they're sitting there on the bicycle doing this while they're working on the computer.
That is no exercise. Wow.
I don't know. Hey, it might fit into my lifestyle. I don't know.
That is for the lazy people. That kind of thing is for lazy people.
I don't know why. You're running while you're on the computer. Pretty soon you may join a Verbling. You may join a Verbling class, and you may see me. Hello, welcome to Verbling.
Yeah, one day. Yes.
Glad
it will be fun. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Who knows? All right. Ileana. Okay, we're talking about changes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try something different. How has your neighborhood and/or town changed in the last, I don't know, decade or 2 decades? What changes have happened?
Decades. It means 10 years.
It does. Yes.
Okay. Actually, right now I'm living in the countryside, and I've been living here for five and a half years. Mm-hmm. So yes, and it's quite a new place. So it was. Let's say not built, but it's like a small settlement. It was founded, or let's see, set. Yeah.
I like founded, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. It was founded something about 7 years ago. So before it was a field. Just yeah, it's true. I would say it changed dramatically from field to right now. It's developed district with houses and kindergartens and schools and so on and so on. And then right now it is developing right now. So it's it's not finished yet. We have different fields around us, so I think it will be it will develop. Yeah, will be developed.
Develop. Yeah, you live in a development. Well, don't develop all the field. People got to eat, you know.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now we have small spots of forest, so we're happy, guys. We have our small forest to walk through, so.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Very
that.
nice.
That's good. Okay. It's changed from, well, okay. I was going to say, you said it's changed from field to developed area, but that's okay. Actually, interestingly, field, you can say a field, one specific field, or you can use field more like an adjective. Oh, it's all field land, like that.
Yeah. So what is the best? What's how to describe it better? Not a field. Yeah, it was just a field.
Okay, if you're talking about
agriculture
specifically, it was a field. It is now a development.
Yeah.
Sure. Or, you know, it was all field land and now it's all been developed. Either way, it's perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Actually. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Sounds all right. Okay, and how do you feel about these changes? Have they all been positive? Have there been any negative aspects to this development? Or it's all good?
I think it's quite good because before it wasn't used, so it wasn't like agricultural fields used for different activities, agriculture activities, or how to describe.
That's perfect.
So it was just free plots of land with nothing on it. So right now many people can change living in Moscow City, on a hat of your neighbor, or maybe in English. Is there any good idiom English when you live? Like in Russian, we would say like you were living on my hat. Means that everybody is too close to each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Crowded or.
Right. Condensed. High.
Condensed.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean like idiom for this to describe it.
Is there an idiom? Kind of. Living on top of each other.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that we're living, 10th floor, 11th floor, 12th floor.
Yeah.
People are all living on top of each other. Yeah, just too close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we use that expression. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and to describe this, I think it's good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're in Russia, so you got a heck of a big country to sprawl. But I'll tell you, as an American, sprawl gets a very annoying. You're talking about Moscow. I've heard this from other Russian students I have as well, that the country's the city is like spreading out.
Yeah.
More outward development. Which is nice at first. You have nice suburbs. Trust me, it was nice in the United States for the first 20, 30 years. Now it sucks. Because now you drive for 500 miles and you see the same exact thing. Everything is identical, and there's no fields. There's no small forest. There's no.
But you still have your national parks, or.
Yeah, you do. But some areas around Los Angeles.
And what about wild forests? Wild forests. I mean, not national parks. Wild forests. Is it common in the U.S.?
Sure. The U.S. is also pretty big, and there's compared to like Europe, there's a low density of population. density. That's what you're talking about. How many people in the area? It's fairly low density, and when you get out west, it's extremely low density. It's like Russia. So yeah, there's plenty of forest land and undeveloped land, sure. But around like Los Angeles and on the East Coast, all the way from Portland, Maine to Washington, D.C., you can't tell where one city stops and another one begins.
Yeah.
You really can't tell. It seems all exactly the same for, hundreds and hundreds of miles. So, and it's no fun anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's my opinion only. But okay. Changes, all right. Changes, good and bad, and our opinions about them. That's the idea. Rebecca. Okay. All right. Well, we were talking about, Liana and I were talking about development of her area. Interesting. Okay. How has your area changed, or your city, in the last 10 or 20 years? Rebecca?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking, Well, in 10 or 20 years, I would say my area has changed in a positive way. It's just not my area. It's because my country has changed in a positive way with best roads, best service, for the population, and those kind of improvements are reflected in the streets, in the towns, in the village, So, I consider my area has the expression is not Safa, because I know Spanish people say Safa, but for this is another word. You know what I mean? It's like come through, something like that. Because we say we suffer a huge improvement. No, suffer is from illness. But I know there's another way you use for that.
Suffer is very negative. Are you trying to express the idea that you went through a hard time, but it's getting better now?
That is not exactly the word I'm looking for. I know that expression, go through something is a bad moment in my life, a illness, but I know there's another word for that expression, and is with go over. No, is let me check. Is undergo. Yeah.
Oh, undergo. Okay.
Undergo. Yeah. So my area undergone. Has undergone. Many improvements in the last 10 years. So that is the expression. Has undergone many improvements, such as best roads, best service, public service, So
that's good. I mean, it sounds like things are improving. Yeah.
Yes. Well, if you go back 20 years ago, you have to know, and I think Spain 40 years ago was under a ruler power, So from that period, our country has undergone a huge improvement, just not in our society, in our in structure, from things. So,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, just a vocabulary word. Maybe you just used it. I'm not sure. Infrastructure. Talking about
Infrastructure. Yeah.
roads,
Infrastructure.
utilities, public transportation,
Infrastructure. Yeah.
water, electric, light, all those things. Part of the infrastructure. Yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds good.
Thank you. Yeah, undergo. Okay, I'm going to repeat this word all day because always forget it. Always.
It's a good word. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
a good word
know.
to know.
Yeah, and I know we use SAFA, but SAFA is just from illness,
Yeah, stuff.
So
Well, not from. Yeah, usually illness. That's true.
yeah,
But you can
yeah,
you can suffer emotionally too. It's often used for emotions. He's really suffering after his divorce. Okay,
yeah.
that's also very normal.
But in this case, we are talking about changes. It's a good word to use. Has undergone.
Yeah, it's very strongly co-locates with changes. Those words
Yeah,
go together. Peanut
yeah,
butter and
together.
jelly,
Yeah.
salt and pepper,
Mm.
undergo changes. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Also,
thank you.
I wrote down I wrote a note to myself and I forgot to tell Ileana earlier. You were talking about undeveloped fields or fields not used for agriculture, and it took you a whole sentence to explain that. I have a word, one word, an adjective. Fallow. Okay. Fields or any area that is kind of obviously could be used for agriculture, not a mountaintop, not a desert, but an area which obviously could be used for agriculture. If it's not being used for agriculture, it's fallow. That's it. They were all fallow fields. The fields were lying fallow.
Yeah, thank you.
Just not being used. Okay, you're welcome. Okay. All right. Let me talk to David for a minute here. David.
I'm still here, yeah?
Yeah, great. All right.
Okay.
All right. I know. Okay. Earlier, you were saying a number of your attitudes has changed. Your personality has changed.
Yeah, sure.
How about something much more physical and direct? How has your clothing changed since you were a child? What did you used to wear when you were a little kid going to elementary school?
Yeah. Yeah, I think my clothes have changed a lot from that period, sure, because when I was young, I had an athletic body, something like that, yes, and I could use some tight clothes, but nowadays it's impossible for me, that idea. Yeah, and I usually wear formal clothes for my job, and when I was young, I used to wear modern T-shirts or jeans many times.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, when I was a child, basically our parents dressed us up like clowns.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it was the early 70s, so we wore striped bell-bottom jeans, striped pants with a checked shirt, pink and red striped pants with a green and purple paisley shirt, long hair, a belt buckle the size of your head. We look goofy. We look silly. When I look at pictures of myself in like second, third, fourth grade, It's very funny. A bunch of hippies. Yeah. Anyway, very, very funny. Okay.
You can.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can take a lot of risks because it doesn't matter. But when you are older, it's difficult to do these kind of things. Yeah.
Have you become more conservative as you've gotten older?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me pass that question on to Ileana. Ileana, have you become more conservative as you've gotten older?
Conservative? You mean in comparison with when I was a child?
Yeah, or a teenager. Teenager. Let's go with the most rebellious, progressive.
Time of my life?
Yeah. Okay.
I think yes. I would say that I become more conservative. I become, yeah.
I have become.
I have become, yeah. I have become more, more conservative. Like an adult, yeah. Right now, in comparison.
Like an adult.
Like.
Really.
Even like psychologists say that if you haven't passed your rebellious period, you would save it for all your life. It means that you will be a rebel for all your life if you didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, if you hadn't passed those time correctly, or it's possible to use this word for that.
Correctly. What's that
correctly
mean?
it means that it's maybe it sounds a bit funny. It means that you were pushed or too much, or your parents were so conservative that they couldn't afford you to pass through those times.
Okay, I think I got the idea.
Possible to understand my idea, yeah.
You are not able to act out on your rebelliousness.
Yeah, and you will, in this case, you save this mood for all your life, this style, and you will be a rebel for all your life.
Okay.
Trying to prove your right to be a rebel. So.
Okay, that's interesting.
Have you ever thought about that?
Certainly not in that way. No, because I was basically allowed to do what I want. I basically had no supervision from the time I was 15, and I was very rebellious. But I am still I don't deal. Honestly, and maybe I'm not sure if this is a fault or a strength in myself, but I will be honest, I'm not good with authority. If I don't agree with authority, I will not shut up and take it quietly. I will basically confront authority immediately.
So there is a part of rebel in your personality.
Maybe, but I don't think it was because I was unable to rebel as a youth, because that's simply not true. I was worse when I was young, certainly more dangerous and not conservative. I'm more conservative in that I don't do stupid things. I think about the consequences rather than just blindly do things. I consider the consequences and weigh the consequences of things before I do them. Usually, anyway. But
normal thing of being adult that understand consequences. It's the main difference.
Right. Okay. Let's talk. Change the topic slightly, Ileana. How about social changes in your country? What social changes have happened in your country, good or bad? Or both?
It's a very hard question. I I would say they are more good than bad. If it's possible to describe it with these words, good changes in social life. Positive.
Okay.
Of course, they are. Because more people have the possibility to express themselves, to have different ways to create their own life with no big regulations or rules and so on. So it's more, of course, more free, more say more modern society, or like this.
All right.
Becoming.
Okay. All right.
But
Very
at the
good.
same time, of course, we like all Western cultures. But I would describe Russian culture today is like Western culture. So
okay, I was going to ask
society, or not culture, but society.
Has
It looks like in Moscow.
Has it become more westernized? Is globalization,
of course,
making its inevitable changes to the culture?
Of course.
Yeah. Notice I use the word inevitable. So my opinion.
We have no bears on the street playing on Moscow.
Bears on the
So it looks like in New York, or when you're in the heart of Moscow, or maybe of course it's different, but you will see Starbucks everywhere, or different things like that.
In the United States, unlike the 60s, we have no bare naked people on the streets. Not anymore. It's more conservative, if anything. Okay. All right. Let me kind of move the question along to Rebecca. Rebecca, what social changes have you seen in Spain? Is it how is globalization affecting the country? And what do you think? What's your opinion about it? Good or bad? Or, positive or negative?
Well, there are some positive things, and on the other hand, there are some negative things. It's impossible always to just find the positive or in the other hand, negatives.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I think our society, like other societies in the world now, has changed in a positive way. People are more conscious about things like politics, education, things like that. Is even. Spain is going through a bad moment now, the famous crisis, I could see, even here, people is very sad about the situation. When I had the opportunity to travel outside, I thought we are very lucky living in Spain because, even our economy is not going the best around the world now. Our style life, our way of living, our climb, it's very nice here, And in other countries, it's more difficult. The economy is much, much worse, or the weather is very bad, or so. It's a combination of things. Of course, it's impossible to find everything positive and everything negative, But making a balance, I think our country right now is one of the best to live, a comfortable life.
Okay. Okay. A little feedback. Be careful when you say people, and then verb people is. You should say people are.
It's plural. I know. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Correct
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Common. Very common
Correct me.
mistake, actually. Okay. Okay. You said making a balance. All right. In English, we often say, one possible or similarly. How do we say it? Wait a minute. On balance, on the balance, on the
What is the
balance.
expression? Because maybe I just say it, just translating to
Trying to think.
Spanish English.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what it is actually. Um, in
Balance the
balance.
situation, maybe use balance like a verb.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know.
think. I think we use on balance.
On
We
balance.
kind of
Okay.
use on balance. I would have to say that mostly it's good, like that.
Okay. On balance. No make a balance.
Uh,
Okay. On balance.
yeah, there you
Okay.
go. That's it.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. Good.
You're welcome. All right. All right. Well, that's a good thing. Everybody's very positive, feeling all very positive. David,
Yeah,
how about you? Talk about society. Where are you from? First of
I'm
all,
from Spain as well.
Spain as well. All right.
Yeah,
Do you agree,
Valencia.
or you want to argue with Rebecca?
Mainly, I agree. Yes, but I'm a bit pessimist.
Okay.
Regarding to the future, because in our country, um I think our government doesn't invest too much money in on technology, and that's a bad thing. Thinking about the future, because we are talking about job opportunities for many people, and that's a bad point for our country. But I agree when Rebecca said or mentioned that our country is one of the best places to live because of the weather or because of the character of people and yes, and the prices in general. But on the other hand, I think the prices or things are higher, quite expensive, and the salary is almost the same. And I don't know. There are positive and negative things at the same time. Yes,
Of
difficult
course.
to tell the
As there,
difference. Yes.
there always are.
Yeah.
Can't get away from that. There's always positives and negatives. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
of course.
But I want to mention that the crisis, in a positive way, we can see that because of that, many things have located in the suitable or the suitable place. Yes, because it was a fantastic situation, not realistic in many sectors of our economy.
I'm a little confused, David. You said have many something I missed have located in many sectors have located in a suitable place. I'm confused.
Sorry. I mean that we lived mainly from construction sector, and our economy wasn't able to maintain that stuff.
Okay, so the economy has become more diverse.
Yeah. It's necessary
right.
to see different different ways to maintain or
I hear
to
you.
be on balance.
Yeah, I hear you. I actually pity countries that depend entirely on oil, for example.
Yeah,
And I pity them whether
exactly.
they're rich now or poor now. I pity Venezuela because wow, they're in trouble. But I pity Saudi Arabia. Someday there's going to be no oil, and I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but whether that day is 10 years from now or 500 years from now, that day will arrive. And when that day arrives, whenever it is, those countries that only depend on oil, they're all going to be down the toilet. They've got nothing.
Mm.
They've
Yeah, right.
thrown all their eggs in one basket, to share an English idiom. And unless they change things, as you mentioned, Spain has been trying to do, they're in deep, deep doo-doo. They're in big trouble. Yeah. Okay. All right, a little English feedback. You said, I'm a bit pessimist. Well, you could use the noun, I'm a bit of a pessimist, the noun, or you could use the adjective, I'm a bit pessimistic. Either way, there's no difference in meaning or in emphasis. Either way is perfectly okay, but one way or the other. Okay. And the collocation, the preposition with invest, you invest in something. So invest in technology. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. Got just a few minutes. Ileana, I want to change tempo a little bit. Change tense and tempo. Not tempo, not speed, but tense. Talk about the future. All right. What does the future hold? What changes do you think will happen in the future? We've only got a few minutes, so whatever. Economically, politically, technologically, regarding living conditions, regarding the environment and weather. What do you think the major changes will be in the next 20, 30 years?
Okay. It's really hard for me to say something about political changes because I don't feel myself like I'm in touch, or how to say, with all the things are going on.
Well, not to mention
right
that
now,
also
political.
Not to mention also political changes are probably the hardest of all those things I mentioned to predict in the future.
Yeah,
well,
impossible to predict.
Yeah.
But about social changes, I feel like everything. I feel, or not feel is not a good word. I think that the most feature, or the most feature that the modern people should the main thing the modern people should understand, that you should be very flexible to succeed in right now, and it's going to be more important day after day. So you have to be in touch with all new technologies, new things, new features, new issues. So you should be informed, and you should be ready to know something new. So very plastic, not plastic, how to say, very flexible. Yeah.
Flexible, elastic.
Elastic.
You might use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah. And Rebecca said good word, conscious. So you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should understand what's going on and be ready to change your life, your everything, to change everything tomorrow. Because
I really couldn't agree more, actually. Yeah, I agree. With the growing population, the environmental changes, I think these main two factors, and also technological factors, and globalization, all of these things are causing rapid changes. Things are changing faster than ever.
yeah.
And it's only going to get faster, faster, faster. So I agree with you completely. Adaptability. Maybe the key not only to success, but to survival itself.
To survive, yeah, of course.
Seriously. Yeah, I agree. So being adaptable and being conscious of what's going on around you are really going to be crucial. I totally agree with you, actually. And okay, regarding your English, I feel it's perfectly okay to give an opinion or conjecture, a guess about the future, to introduce it using I feel. I feel that things are going to change for the worse, for the better, for whatever. Perfectly okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. It's actually good. Okay.
And what about using I feel like, because I know that it's one of my main construction I use all the time. I feel like la 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 la. I feel like.
Okay. That's also fine. But usually we use I feel like to talk about now. Okay, not the past. I think in the past, or I feel that in the past things were, I feel that, okay. I feel like things are changing now. I feel like something has changed. I feel like there's a difference now. All right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use it to talk about now. It's perfectly okay. It would be, I feel like in the future, it's a little strange to use it to talk about the future. I feel like maybe things are going to get better. I guess it's okay, really. I guess it's okay. It seems a little strange to me. I wouldn't use it. But, you know, in regards to English, I think it's okay. That's acceptable to use that. Okay. But keep in mind that it's kind of it's not saying I strongly feel, you know, a strong opinion. You know, I feel like is a little bit weaker. I kind of feel like maybe it's a little bit of introducing a weaker opinion. So keep that in mind. You need to be flexible when you're introducing your opinions. You have strong opinions about some things, and you have weak opinions about other things, and that's normal. And of course, you should introduce them that way. I kind of think that maybe I don't care.
Okay.
You know. Okay. And also one last thing, main feature. The main feature of something. Okay. You said that. I think you might have self-corrected, but you said the more feature or the most feature. It should be the main feature.
Main feature.
Yeah. Rebecca, what do you think? What are going to be the biggest changes in the world? Social, environmental, what?
Well, I think the web, you know, internet is changing everything nowadays. Everything is changing. Jobs, life, personal lives, relationship, the way to have a relationship. So I think I don't know what is going to happen in the future, but it's something related with that. You know, in technology, in medicine, in politics, in social media, everything is going, you know, to change in that way, on that way. For example, taxis now are very upset with the new company, Uber. You know, Uber. So
Yeah.
I think, well, it's normal. They are upset, but it's a history. It's history. Human being always change. Imagine if we are like 500 centuries ago, nothing changed. Well, we
Rubbing my
we
pencils together to make a fire.
yeah, imagine. So it's hard. I know it's hard for people, but things have to change. So we need to get involved in those changes, for our best way. Uber is an example, but
Good example.
cinema world, people, companies are upset because people now watch films on the TV, on their own laptops. Well, things change things that you can get money from that things, but it's inevitable, as you said. Something is things are changing.